Good morning, everybody, and welcome back for another energy forecast and oracle reading. So happy, merry everything. Let's hope this 2025 is going to be amazing for all of us. Okay, so let's get right into it. Again, I'm doing my videos a little bit different now. So I want to just do like regular little check-ins, just to see where we're at the moment and what guidance is here from Spirit as to how we can navigate the energy that we're dealing with all the time, right? So let's have a look and see what energetic influence do we have at the moment. We have the Three of Wands. Now, as I've pulled this card, I hear the word expectations, because as you can see, this lady, the surfer, she's waiting for her waves to come in. So it feels like at this stage of the game right now, on the 17th of January, it feels like we have great expectations of what's to come. Now, as I tune into the energy of that, I also feel like they're showing the last 2 weeks have been quite the energetic clearing. I don't know about you, but I have been really feeling it, okay? Really letting go of all that no longer serves and blah, blah, blah. So it feels like the last 2 weeks have been a prep. So if you haven't been really feeling New Year's Eve very much, you haven't really been feeling it, that's because you've been clearing, okay? And also I'm hearing reality checks, like looking back on the past and going, oh, that's what I went through and that's why, and this is what I learned and this is the wisdom that I gained. So we've been processing a lot. But remember, we're in a universal year 9 this year, according to numerology. So this last year, the year 9, is the last year of this 9-year cycle that we're in as a collective. It's, as you know, 2025, reduce it down single digit, you got a number 9, right? So this is the last year of this 9-year cycle. So we're going to be doing a lot of that this year. We're going to be doing a lot of clearing and releasing and letting go, which welcomes in big changes. But I've been feeling, I didn't think we'd feel it so fast, but I feel like in the last 2 weeks, we've all been feeling it. We've all been letting go of a lot. And that's why a lot of us right now can feel quite tired and quite depleted. So we might not all of us might be feeling that New Year's Eve woohoo vibe, okay? But remember, you got to let go of what's holding you down so that you can actually fly, okay? So that's what this is about, great expectations. It's like we're sitting waiting patiently for all sorts of good now to come through, okay? Let's get some guidance from the wisdom of the oracle for where we're at right now energetically. This one, chaos and conflict. So, but I'm also hearing internal. So there might be a lot of internal chaos and conflict. We might be feeling conflicted about our expectations. Is that thing that I want, is it really what I want? So there's a lot of internal turmoil, right? And I'm just hearing Spirit say, just let it be what it is. Don't overthink it. Just let it be what it is. If you're feeling conflicted about your way forward, or you're feeling conflicted about what it even is that you want for this year ahead, that's okay. Because they're giving me the analogy here of, when you go shopping for an outfit and you got an outfit in mind and you think, I want this, let's use an example, I want this specific red dress. Yes, I want the red dress. You go into the shops, you find a red dress. You go fit it on and you're like, oh no, I don't think this color is me. I don't think this is the right fit. The material is scratchy. I don't know if this is for me. Now we're conflicted, like, well, do we still want a red dress? Okay. And instead of having a meltdown in the changing room, rather go out into the store or to a different store and just try things on. Try on your options. You don't have to make hard and fast decisions right now, here, today, because that's what's getting us conflicted. We feel like we have to make a decision right now. And remember, in the previous video, it came up, that card we pulled was TikTok, and it said we've got time. There's no need to force or rush or push. Try on your options, right? And then in the end, who knows? Maybe you'll realize, I actually don't like red dresses anymore. I actually found this other outfit that looks better and feels better for me. You see, it's okay to change your mind. I'm hearing Spirit say, okay? So that's what's creating the conflict, is our expectations. Okay, now don't overthink this as well now and think, well, this is what I thought I wanted, now I'm not going to get it. No, what you're going to get is the essence of what you want. Okay, again, remember the analogy. You wanted something, you wanted a red dress because at that point you thought that that red dress was like that was the perfect thing. And in the process of looking at your options, you realize, actually, no, that's not the best thing. There's something even better there that I didn't even know. And I wouldn't have known about those other outfit options if I didn't go and explore. Okay? That's quite a profound message they're saying here. So, if that makes sense. Okay, now let's pull another card from a new deck. It's called the Standing Stones, I think. The Ancient Stones. Okay, I love Rebecca Campbell's work. Okay, let's see. What do we need to know right now about where we're at right now? What do we need to know about where we are at right now as a collective? The healing stones: tenderness, care, gentleness, nourishment. This is what we need right now. Nothing go and do, okay? This is about resting, replenishing, self-care. Now, I heard a very interesting thing. I can't remember if I've spoken to you about it before, the other day, about how, you know, how a lot of us bandy about the term self-care and self-love. You must love yourself, blah, blah. I don't believe that it's a thought, okay? What I've come to understand is that self-love is actually a concept. It's an action. It's a discipline. So what would be wise is, as we go forward now, especially in this year that we're in, every decision, every action you take, everything you do consciously or even unconsciously, ask yourself, is this thing or whatever that I'm doing, is this respectful to me? Is this respectful of me, my energy, my time? Is this respecting me, right? Because that's what self-love is. So consider your nourishment, your food. What are you consuming? Is it respectful of you? Okay? Making choices there is an act of self-love. Your relationships. Are these relationships that I have, are they in balance? And are they, if I choose to engage in these relationships, is it an act of self-respect? Act accordingly. Do you see where I'm going? Okay? So think of self-love as it's a continual action of asking, is this thing, person, situation, whatever, is it respectful of me? Is the question. Okay? So that's what that's speaking about, is nourish yourself with people, things, thoughts, situations, media that is respectful of you. And watch how life has a weird way of getting easier when you have that way of thinking. Okay? Please notice that's the opposite of people pleasing. Okay? Anyway, so, okay, that's where we're at now. Okay, now I'm asking, what do we need to do right now, okay, to get on track? What actions do we need to take or embody right now? Seven of Cups. You have choices there. Remember I said just now, looking at your choices and options about choosing an outfit to wear, okay? You've got the time to do it. Take your time making your choices, right? Try them on like you would an outfit. This is a very good way to make a decision, is to ask yourself in your mind, okay, this thing, situation, whatever it is that I want, in your mind, try it on. What happens to your body? Does your body relax? Do you feel excited? Do you feel peaceful? That's the right decision, okay? If you try it on in your mind and you feel discomfort, you feel nauseous, that's your solar plexus chakra acting up, telling you no, okay? Check your body. I always say this, check your body. Your body is the most accurate barometer of the truth, okay? Try them on, act accordingly. So in other words, you have choices, but also remember you have time. There's no need to rush anything. Okay, let's get some advice from the wisdom of the oracle. Yang just said action, okay? So be decisive in your actions, but you don't need to rush them, okay? Trust yourself is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing trust in divine timing. Okay. All right, now let's take a card from the Ancient Stones. What do we need to do? What do we need to do? The Secret Chamber, Potency, Deep Connection, Treasure. So what this card speaks about is going within, really connecting, really tuning in to your authentic self. And I'm hearing Spirit say, ask yourself to help yourself make your decisions and choices now as you go forward. Ask yourself, what are your values? Because ultimately, we all live according to our own value systems. We all have a value system. So ask yourself, what is it that you value the most? Is it peace? Is it security? Is it stability? What are your values? And let your values motivate the decisions that you make now in going forward. Okay? Then the last card, the last set I want to pull, the question will be, what is the outcome over the next while? What can we expect over the next while? What is the general weather? What are we moving into over the next short, like couple of days, a week maybe? What energy are we moving into? Moving into 10 of Cups. Stability, happy home, happy family, relaxation, rejuvenation, stillness. I love this card. It's like this card, the energy of this is like when you've been at work all day slaving and toiling, and you come home from work and you're like, I'm home, all is well, right? So for me, this is like the all is well card. That's what we're stepping into. Okay, I'm hearing Spirit say there is no threat. It's not like last year. Last year felt very chaotic. Okay, we're stepping into a calm, and they're talking about Aquarius season. So January, the end of January, I think it's from the 19th, 20th, we're stepping into Aquarius season. Okay, so that time frame there feels a lot more calmer and a lot more settled. Okay, let's see what are we stepping into, and what further guidance is here from the wisdom of the Oracle for this time period ahead. Never-ending story. But I want to take away the never. Spirit is saying, take away the never. So in other words, but also bear in mind, the 10 of Cups, the number 10 is a number of culmination. It's like the end of the day, you come home to this happiness. Now here, the ending story is you're going to notice over the next while how your story is already changing. You're going to start telling yourself a different story. So we've spoken about this before in numerous of my other videos. But here, this is like you're going to find your story is changing. So in other words, maybe you always used to say, everything goes to hell in a handbasket in my life. Nothing ever works out for me, blah, blah, blah. Now the story is changing. Okay, and Spirit is saying the reason why your story is now changing, your stories are changing to more empowering ones, is because of all the self-inventory you've been doing and all the shadow work you've been actively doing over the last while. Okay, when I say while, I want to say the last 2 years actually. Okay, so all the self-inventory, all this inner work we've been doing, all the self-awareness is starting to make us realize that, hey, if I want my life to change, I need to change my story, right? Okay, so what can we expect in going forward? Let's pull a card from the Ancient Stones. Stepping stones, take the next step, simplicity, focus. How beautiful is that? So again, with this, hey, I need to find a better way of doing this. This is, look, can you see they're not doing anything? They're just chilling. They're relaxing and enjoying their lives. They're peaceful, they're content, they're happy, okay? It feels languid, relaxing and peaceful as we step into more and more of the new, right? Peacefully, more relaxed, going in the right direction because we're in tune with what feels right. So it feels like this year we're not going to really be making logical decisions as much as what we are making decisions from the heart-based choices and decisions, which is amazing. Okay, now let's see, let's pull a card from the surrender deck. Let's see, what do we need to surrender right now to go to the Ten of Cups energy, which is peace and comfort and a sense of belonging and safety? What do we need to surrender to get there? We need to surrender to joy. How beautiful. It says, a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. So here's a little bit of homework. Every day from now, let's commit to doing one thing. It doesn't matter how big, how small, just one thing that gives us that sense of joy. Okay, it can be anything. It can be playing with a pet that gives you the giggles. It can be watching a funny show. It can be talking to a friend that gives you the giggles. It can be doing something creative that just sparks an element of joy, right? And again, it doesn't have to be, because I know what it's like. You know, when you feel like you're in the depths of despair, when you're in the depths of darkness, you don't feel like doing nothing, okay? But if you can just find one little tiny thing, here's a good one. Even if you can't find joy, because sometimes it's difficult to go from deep, dark depression to joy. The leap is too much. Can you get to peace? Peace is easier to get to, okay? So then if you're really having a tough time at the moment, do something that just brings you peace. That can be taking a walk outside in the garden. It can be anything that soothes. Once you get to a sense of peace, then it's easier to get to a place of joy. Do that. Commit to that. At least one thing every day that can do that for you. And it can literally be 2 minutes of your life. Okay? So surrender to joy. Okay. Now, let's pull 2 cards from the Gateway of Light activation, and let's see what our souls are up to at the minute. What are our souls up to as a collective? What is going on? This one. This one. Okay, so the first one says Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. And that's exactly the year we're in, ending a massive cycle. Oh, wrong guidebook, sorry. Let's see, Anunnaki light codes. Okay, the message of this card, it says, great change is coming to you, but this can only occur if you're willing to shift your perception. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you're wondering what is the best course of action, you are being encouraged to go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, and old ways of doing things must be released if you are to evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, gifts, and what is important to you. You are standing at a gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, and new ideas. You are part of the new energy upon the earth. So this card is saying exactly what was coming through earlier and in the previous video, is that we are going through enormous change, a huge end of a cycle to birth in the new, right? That means we're changing, we're growing, we're evolving. Now the next one says, I am presence. I am presence. Light body activation, accessing the divine within. How majestic is this? This is very solar plexus chakra energy, okay? Power, your own inner power coming on board more and more. The more we release the old, the more we let go of the baggage, the more room there is for us to hold light, the more space there is for the new to come in. Okay, what does this card say? I am presence. Okay, this card says, you can't make this up. You're experiencing a great shift, which is helping you understand yourself in ways that were previously impossible. This is an exciting time. You are connecting with the highest form of intelligence within you. The body of light within you is growing brighter, and you are becoming aware of how your actions and choices affect the unfolding of your future. The bright light you are the bright light you are is expressing itself unapologetically. How amazing. It just feels like, you know how, like a diamond in the rough, and it's like all the dirt and the dust and it's being stripped, okay, to give way to the beautiful diamond that is in the middle of it. So that's why we're letting go of old thought processes, old patterns, old thoughts, old stories, old beliefs, old people, old relationships, old jobs, or whatever it is that is not authentic to us is now being stripped. So, and that process is bloody uncomfortable, okay? But again, what's going to help every day, find something, find a little spark of joy, find a little spark of peace, whatever it is that helps to uplift you, use that, and that's going to make it easier on your journey in going forward. So there you have it, everyone. I hope that helps. I hope that brings a little clarity and even a little bit of motivation for your day today and your way forward. So sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful, I want to say week, 2 weeks ahead, whatever, whenever I feel inspired again. Sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye.